Deep in the wild plains of Africa, an incredible and almost surreal rescue mission took place, one that tested the limits of human courage, patience, and empathy. It began on a warm afternoon when a group of local villagers spotted a massive elephant wandering aimlessly near a dense stretch of forest. From a distance, it appeared as though the elephant was covered in mud or tangled vines. But as they got closer, the horrifying truth became clear. The elephant's massive body was entirely blanketed with thousands of honeycombs, clinging to its rough, wrinkled skin like a golden crust. The elephant's suffering was obvious. Its movements were slow and heavy, its eyes half shut in exhaustion. Every step seemed painful, and patches of its skin were visibly raw and bleeding beneath the thick coating of hardened honey and wax. The poor creature had likely stumbled into an abandoned beehive colony months earlier, perhaps searching for shade, food, or water. Over time, wild bees had built layer upon layer of honeycombs on its skin. The sticky sweetness drew more insects, causing infections and irritation that spread across its massive body. It was a heartbreaking sight, one of nature's most majestic animals trapped in a living prison of honey. When the rescue team arrived on the scene, they were stunned by what they saw. They knew this would not be an ordinary mission. The situation demanded precision, calm, and incredible patience. One wrong move could panic the elephant, making it charge or injure itself further. The team began by creating a safe perimeter around the area, ensuring that no one came too close to startle the animal. The rescuers carefully used smoke to calm the few remaining bees that buzzed around, still guarding parts of the honeycombs. Veterinarians then prepared mild sedatives, enough to relax the elephant without knocking it completely unconscious. Once the elephant was safely tranquilized, the team began the delicate process of removing the honeycombs. It was slow, exhausting work. Every honeycomb had to be peeled away by hand, as cutting or scraping too harshly could tear the elephant's skin. The rescuers worked in teams, their faces covered to protect against lingering bees and the sticky scent of honey that filled the air. As each honeycomb was removed, patches of inflamed, wounded skin were revealed beneath. The veterinarians treated these areas immediately with antiseptic solutions and herbal oils designed to soothe irritation and prevent infection. The rescue stretched on for hours under the blazing sun. The rescuers worked tirelessly, taking turns to keep the process steady and careful. At times, they had to pause to reapply calming agents to the elephant or to restock medical supplies. But despite the fatigue and heat, no one complained. Every person on that team was driven by a shared determination to free the giant from its painful burden and give it a chance to live without suffering. By the time night began to fall, the elephant's body was finally clear of the honeycombs. The ground around it was littered with wax and fragments of honey, the remains of a strange and cruel twist of nature. The team applied healing balms and insect repellent sprays to protect the elephant's wounds while it recovered. When the sedative started to wear off, the rescuers stood back, watching in silence as the elephant stirred for the first time in hours. Slowly, the giant opened its eyes, blinked against the fading light, and pushed itself upright with a deep groan. For a moment, the world seemed to stand still. The elephant flapped its ears, lifted its trunk, and let out a powerful trumpet that echoed through the forest, a sound that spoke of freedom and relief. The rescuers could hardly hold back their emotions. Some smiled, others wiped away tears. They had not only saved an elephant, they had restored a life, a spirit, and a piece of nature's balance. As the elephant walked slowly toward the open plains, the team watched it disappear into the distance. The once tortured creature was free again, its skin shining under the moonlight. The mission had taken an entire day of sweat, effort, and heart, but the result was something far greater than success. It was a moment that reminded everyone why compassion matters, and how human kindness can heal even the deepest scars left by nature's wild hand. The story of the elephant covered in honeycombs became a symbol of hope and humanity. It showed that even in the harshest corners of the wild, empathy can shine brighter than fear, and that the connection between humans and animals is one of the most powerful forces in the world.